Good evening. I have created a lot of videos lately talking about what isn't paganism, what about certain aspects of paganism that have been bothering me, how I feel that some things should not be part of the pagan umbrella. And I realized that instead of thinking about the negatives of what shouldn't be part of the pagan umbrella, I thought I should do a video about what is. Now, I am not forcing my beliefs on everybody. If your belief systems do not match up with what I say here on this piece of paper, um, I'm not saying that you're wrong. One of the most wonderful things about paganism is that we respect other people's beliefs. The only thing that I'm saying is that maybe you're not pagan. Doesn't mean that your beliefs are wrong. It means that you're just under some other umbrella. Christians are, if you follow Jesus Christ and that, you're a Christian. It's not saying you're wrong. It's just you're a follower of a different religious umbrella. And that's what I'm trying to say here. So, what is paganism? What are some of the core beliefs? Paganism is a nature-based way of life. It is, living with the earth and everything on it. We seek, study, and learn the ways of all life on the planet. We have this mentality that certain animals are placed above others. Some are placed really low, some are absolutely ignored. And I think that needs to stop. And so in my ideals, I would say that pagans understand all the life in their environment so that you know how important every creature is in that ecosystem. We seek, study, and learn about the elements and the structure of the earth. We have our plants, we have our animals, but they live on the earth, in water. They need good soil, they need good clean water. Certain animals like trout, they need good running water. They live in rivers, not lakes. And so we have to study the elements, the structure of the earth. We seek, study, and learn about the weather and how it affects everything. Well, everything affects everything. And so a thunderstorm can come through and, it could bring vital rain. It could cause disastrous lightning. There are many aspects of storms, and most of them have good potential, and sometimes they have very bad potential. A hurricane can be very destructive, yes, but that's if you have a lot of structures. It does rip out trees, but a lot of trees also survive hurricanes. But it also brings rain. It brings change, and that's a good thing. We understand there is more than what we can see and touch. This is talking about the spiritual planes, astral travel. We can't see everything, but there doesn't mean it does not exist. And so we have to open ourselves to the possibilities that live beyond our eyesight. There's more than one God. Reconstructionists, pagans, are polytheists. We generally believe in more than one God. We don't do this goddess is an aspect of the goddess. We got 20 different goddesses and they're all the aspects of this one. No. We have 13 gods, 14 goddesses, or some other combination, and they're all unique personalities. That everything is energy, and energy can be changed. This is one of the principles of magic, but we got to understand that you take anything and you take it down to the core components, an atom, its electrical charges, and thus everything is energy. My hand is solidified energy. If you could tear it down, it will just end up to being energy. We are part of the universe. It's just that. We can't think that, the earth was the testing grounds for this belief, and when we die, we'll go to the higher plane. We are part of the universe, and that's that. We are humans, and we are animals as well. Again, this is in opposition with Christianity, how they seem to think that we are above animals, that, humans have souls and you're going to go to heaven, but dogs and all that, they're just animals and it don't matter. We are also animals. Science and magic are linked. Paranormal simply means beyond normal or explained science. And so just because we cannot explain it with science today does not mean that it's not possible. It can't be done. We just don't know how to measure it. There are coming up with instruments like on the ghost hunters and such, where they're able to notice thermal changes, some energy changes, and that's just, we're getting on the edge of understanding what else is out there. And so this is where science and magic can work together. Ceremonial magic is based off of setting up certain structures and design for maximum effect. Well, that in a way there's a science to this, and people understand it, and so if you do this magical science, you can have better results with magic use. Sorry. Not all pagans are witches, but could be if they wanted to. Some people just don't want to work with magic. You're not required to be a magic user to be a pagan. You can be a farmer and be a pagan. You don't have to try to do a ritual. You just show respect in other ways. We must live in balance with nature and ourselves. This is like the most important part here. Humans like to, strip all of the resources and then move on, and we can't do that. We have to find the proper balance with nature. As I have read, like in Yellowstone Park, they killed off all the wolves and they were destroying the ecology of Yellowstone. Once they reintroduced the wolves, the deer population, which was immense, was put under control, and then vegetation started coming back in certain areas. And with this return of vegetation, pools were starting to form. And with the pools formed, the river studied out. New trees, new trees came, different life forms like beavers came back to Yellowstone, and the ecology of Yellowstone was reestablished. So we have to realize this and live in a harmony with nature. This means that sometimes we have to go, oh, no, no more. We can't strip a whole forest of every tree. I mean, yes, okay, if we need some wood, fine, we can cut down a few trees, but we make sure we replace them with that type of tree. So if you cut down 4 oak trees, you plant 4 oak trees in its replacement. I mean, that's how we maintain our relationship with Mother Nature. And the hardest one here is because of the Wiccans. Violence is required to survive. It does not mean that violence is the answer to all questions or resolve all issues. We have to understand the role of violence in part of building a balance. We can't just use force and overtake everything, because it's kind of like how we have stripped out, areas and depleted ecologies because we just used our force and just overwhelmed. There has to be a balance. Force or violence, or however you want to put it, has to be used in moderation at the right time, and that's something that we forget. So we have Christian groups that want to exploit everything, like the oil lands in Alaska, let's start drilling there. And then you have people that are on the other aspect, harm none. No, don't do that. There has to be an in-between. And so sometimes you have to say no to certain things like the drilling, but find an alternative to maintain a balance. So there are my concepts of what a pagan is. It is a nature-based religion about living in balance with nature, understanding all its life, all its rhythms, and what makes it what it is. And so you cannot be a Jedi and be a pagan. You cannot be a chaotist and be a pagan. You can't be a nihilist and be a pagan. So if you cannot live by these basic ideals, I would not consider your beliefs to be pagan. It doesn't mean that they're wrong. It just means that you're not under the pagan umbrella. You're under some other umbrella. So anyway, I'm going to come to an end now. So take care, be at peace, and hey, leave a comment. Thank you.